Yo, what is going on? Michael Skimbo back with another video, and it is round 5 of the Ultimate Wildcard Tournament. I'm about 2 or 3 games away from making the live event. We're in the winner's bracket, and we are going against Mole CP, aka Trouble Astro, aka, if you don't know his name, I don't blame you, because honestly he hasn't done much in the MCS, but he's young and I'm sure he will as it goes on. But so far he's kind of a name. If you're in the community, you know who he is. But if you're someone that's kept up with the MCS, you probably don't have a clue who he is. And he's a really good Madden player. You know, coming in this game, I played him one time in a money game and I beat him. And I kind of knew what he wanted to do, and he knew what I wanted to do. And so I'm not going to do this intro much longer, but I will say, man, we are super close to 10,000 subs on the YouTube. So if you have not hit that subscribe button, please do it right now before we get in this video. Help me get there. I'm really trying to get the 10K subs before the new year. So we got, like, you know, it's nearing down. We're really trying to get there. If we don't get there, we don't get there. But if we do, it's awesome. So anyways, I'm done talking in the intro, and let's get into this gameplay video, the full breakdown of what happened in this game, and let's talk about it. All right, so this is round 5 versus Mole CP, aka Trouble Astro, someone that's, like I said, you might not know him in the community. You don't really keep up with what happens, but this guy is a excellent player. Let me just tell you that right now. I knew that. And he was actually, I think he was 1 game away from making the live event in the last tournament. So this guy has been 1 game away from making a live already this year. And, you know, whoever wins this game, we're 2 games from making the live event, 2 more wins from making the live event. And, you know, let's get into it. I'm on offense first. In my gun bunch, I'm feeling good. You know, the abilities I'm rocking is the same as I always rock. Conductor on my quarterback, deep out elites everywhere. And, you know, here we go. We're checking X Factor. Something you should probably do before every game if you, like, really want to win, but definitely tournament games. So, you know, that's me. But now I'm checking out his abilities. Gunslinger, acrobat, out of my way. Acrobat, wide receiver apprentice. Okay, so it's pretty standard. 2 unpredictable, slot apprentice. You know, it's your typical, probably, you know, gun bunch offset. And, you know, gun bunch offset and probably dollar again. Check. Okay, I'm moving. We're recording, and we're feeling good. We're looking good. We are locked in for the next however long this video is. So I'm super locked in. Look at my face. Super locked in. Christmas lights look great, and he is in dollar. Now okay, so I'm coming out dot in first play of the game. Sometimes I like running base, but I want to see his coverage to start the game. And we got a lot of people open, and if I make a spin right there, a lot more yards. So I'm like, okay, I'm feeling great. First thought of the game, I should probably go right back to that. It's just a simple high-low read. You know, I have a little in route going across the middle. I have a crosser that can get over a cloud, and it's, you know, you can throw it into a window. But it looks like I want to go to my bomb first play. Again, this is basically unguardable, and he sends the heat. I throw a check down. Terrible pass lead. We're gonna rewatch that. Like, this is the first time I've rewatched this game. I want to see if I had the corner route open. So he has a hard flat, and that's probably a cloud, and that was probably the only kind of pass I had without intentional grounding. So good defense by him right there. Corner route would have been guarded. The in route, not a lot there. And here we go. So on this, I'm going for a shot play. It's not really there. Maybe had my tight end going across the middle, but his user never came off of it. So now I'm in a really tough spot. You know, it's 3rd and 10 early in the game. Like, again, we always talk about this guy has a lot of scouting report on me, so he knows, like, what plays I want to run. And, you know, I got the in route right there. I hit it, we catch it, and we go down. We could have easily broke that tackle. And early in the game, I'm on a 4th down, and as an offensive player, that's what I consider myself. You know, being on a 4th down your first drive is, like, terrible. Like, you should never be on a 4th down your first drive. Like, you should honestly feel good. So here we go, 4th down, quick snap. I'm looking for people. My tight end's manned up, and I roll into a sack. And I knew I had someone open, and we're going to break this down real quick. So I snapped the ball. It's one of my favorite plays to run. Need to start running different plays. So he knew this was totally coming. Man's up A. Corner route guarded. In route guarded. Really looking for 3 reads on this play. I'm disappointed. He only rushed 3. He has contains on the field. Look at these animations. These are contains. If I have good pocket, I have all day. But I send out 5, so I think I'm probably getting screamed at. When you send out 5, you kind of tell yourself, like, you better get rid of the ball at a certain time or else you're probably going to get sacked. And what I'll notice is I had my fade open right here. And that's a read I really don't miss. Maybe it was because of a tournament game. Like I said, man, like, you guys trying to compete in the MCS, like, this is coming from me. Someone who's won, 3 belts so far, the most belts out of anyone, but that could easily be erased here pretty soon. Get tied with. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But even someone like me, just like, if I'm playing a normal head-to-head game, I don't miss that read. But right here, like, I'm super locked in. Eyes are just super laser focused too. And I just see nothing open. But like, as the play goes on, like, that's actually open. I know you guys will think it's not, but if that ball's pass led right here, that's actually a dot. And just nothing was open. That was guarding. That was guarding. That's not. The A, one of my favorite routes, got manned up. That wasn't open. And I got bagged, and I'm using some language I probably shouldn't use. And here's my first question in the chat. When you're around your parents, even if you're 30, 40 years old, I don't know what kind of household you guys were raised in, but growing up, no drinking, no cussing around my parents, whatever I do on my off time, I do. And I still to this day I still won't cuss in front of my parents. Now, they've heard me cuss before, obviously, but that's that respect of just being a kid. Like, I know I'm 30 and it's like, who cares? But it's like, I don't know. My parents, I just don't cuss around my parents or drink, and I just want to keep that respect. But if you guys don't care, just let me know. If someone's even like that, let me know. So I'm just curious. Some people think I'm weird, and some people are the same way as me that I've met around my life. Anyways, we're on defense here, and we got to get a stop. We have to get a stop. We just got turned over our first drive of the game, and he's already in field goal range. And so we just got to make sure he just doesn't get 3. So let's see what he's calling here. He sends out, he's going max protect, going for a bomb, and we absolutely get home. We scream. Had the corner route open. He saw it, and he's no huddling me off the rip. So I'm feeling good. Got a sack. I just can't give up a deep play again. And let's see if I send the heat. He's doing a motion over. It's like, okay, like, that shouldn't kill me, Like, I kind of see that. I send the heat. I lurk, and he fits this in on a cover 2 and a soft squat. And that's just one of those deals where, like, you can see, like, I never have someone do that to me on the short side of the field, maybe the wide side, and I'm kind of disgusted. I'm thinking in my head, like, what did this guy just do to me? It's like, it's pretty disgusting. And, I learned, you got to learn, though, later in the game after that, like, okay, I need to move my safety, If you get beat like that, you got to move your safety. So here he is, single back ace. I'm probably run committing right here. He motions. Let's see if I shift my line left just to panic, and I don't. I run commit. I'm right there, and I make the tackle. I kind of wish I had secure tackler right there. I don't know what abilities you guys like to rock, but just knowing I would have had that wrap up. But that was, that's pretty good run defense. And bam, let's go. In the backfield, 3rd down. Like, this is huge. I have to just, and he's going to single back deuce close. Please watch the rest of this video and just keep track of this right here. Single back deuce close. Okay. This is something I regret as the year goes on, not learning wide, but here I am in wide. I got my slot on the right side. I pinch line. I'm run committing out of cover 2 right here. Baseline press. He motions this guy. I go to shoot it, and I shoot it. Thank goodness. And you can see the relief, because, like, that is such a tight window for me to get in there and shoot that. Pause. I could have easily got clipped up on this. Like, everyone was blocked but my user, and this guy could have blocked me. And I just pick, like, if he goes here and just cuts up, it's probably a touchdown. And I go in here with Cam. I click off, we shoot it, and I'm just like, oh my God, that's the best thing that could have happened for me, right? So we go from giving this guy great field position to holding him to 3. I consider this a win. I take a deep breath, as I should. I feel good now, actually. Believe it or not, like, I'm like, this could be a lot worse. Like now let's do our thing. Let's take our drink of water and let's do our thing. And I'm showing the point after. I'm showing the kick returns because one of my boys named Dotty told me. And again, if you're listening, if we could have my Twitch thing pop up on the screen right now. Come hang out with me in my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Skimbo23 with 3 O's. Hit the follow button. Come hang out. I stream basically during the daytime. anywhere from like 2 or 3 Eastern to about 6 or 7. So if you guys ever just want to watch me play Madden, just come on in there. It's a pretty chill vibe, except for tournament days, which only happen like 4 times a year, which just kind of sucks. But so we're getting back to our bad pitbull puppies. Where's my dogs at? Matty Ice. And it did not work. 2nd and 13. You know, he's running taller. I always like to try base. I always like to try counter. I like to try those kind of run plays just to see, you know, if it'll work. And you know, let's get back to our back, hopefully. And I'm going for the bomb. Okay. And he blitzes the crib, which is fine. I hit my check down, which is great. I do 1 spin. I do 2 spins. My Robbie Anderson doesn't feel like blocking. Hello, Robbie. This could have been a bigger play. Great spin moves by me. Best move in the game is a spin move. I see it. I spin. Just block, right? If he just blocks him, it just gets out of my way. Like, I'm going to slow down because I use 2 spins in Madden. You know, you get fatigued very easily. But that could have been just so much better than what it was. But pickers can't be choosers, and I'm happy I gained that much yards. So here I go. And I'm kind of freestyling here. Like, I noticed this play was almost open the first time, so I call it again. And I see I get a great release. Like, his corner didn't really play. Pass lead right, probably not the best pass lead, but that's 99 speed Robbie Anderson. And you can see, like, his corner just kind of, like, bluffs. Like, he kind of chops his feet and then takes off, and I see that. You know, I'm looking for that. I see this safety here, and I'm like, you know, this is normally never open, but I see it. And, you know, it's like, okay, touchdown. And it's kind of funny. I'll bring it up right now. I play this guy, and, you know, I'll bring it up later. Something about game film. I had to play his boy later, but he just wanted to watch the game. But same adjustments, though. But anyways, we'll save that for later in the video. But anyways, you know, I'm up 7-3. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling actually really good. I'm up 7-3. I turn the ball over my first drive. I hold him to 3. I'm up 4. If I get a stop, right? Like, think about this. I get a stop right here. If I get a stop and I go and score 7, like, how do you not feel good up 14-3? You know? Like, I really like, defense is hard, and people are starting to figure out my defense out a lot better now. Like, when I was first running this defense, it like gave everyone problems, but now it's like I really have to make a little bit more adjustments than I want to. I gotta do a little bit more riskier adjustments than I want to, but that's fine because it's the only way to get stopped. So here we go. I'm a little freaked out right now with this fade on the left side, and he calls a run play, which is a great run. Again, I'm glad he called it there. Like, it's like, okay, you know, you're going to motion over and you could run the ball. And, you know, I need to be ready for that. So here we go. 2nd and 1. He runs the ball again. He catches me on a click off, and no one hits harder. That really could have been a fumble. He ran the ball the first time. He runs the ball second time, breaks a hit stick fumble, and gets laid out. I'm super curious if he's on conservative or not, because that could have been better. And a good check down by him right there, hitting the hitch. And it's looking like we're going the second quarter, and he's 2 for 2 passing. I just realized that's his second pass. His other pass got him to the 1 yard line, which is insane. And, you know, just like that, the first quarter's over, and it's been a really good first quarter. But, like, I'm still, like, filling out his offense. This is basically, in my opinion, like his first offensive drive, because he, like, just dotted me to the 1 yard line after, like, 1 or 2 plays. Like, so I'm really trying to get a feel for his offense right now. And let's see what he calls. He's going max protect here. And, you know, I can't come off that route. And, you know, that's too good. Now, I want to watch something right here. This was actually a tricky route combo. So he does the little fade play that everyone does, but everyone keeps that guy on a hitch. And I'm really curious, like, what route he was on. Maybe it's like a route in the playbook probably. But, like, let's just watch this route. I'm, like, really curious, like, or this route. Oh, see, like, I'm already, like what? Who am I looking for right now? Hold on. What? Let me look at this again. Come on. Click play. I got to see this. Oh, okay. He got bumped. And then he stops. But that's still, okay, that's still a really good play, how he just sits there. I was totally anticipating a hitch there. Great play by him. You know, it's like, I don't really watch a lot of film, so it's this series that I'm doing right now is actually really fun because I'm actually learning a lot. This is something I need to do more. You guys would be surprised how much film I don't watch. I just like playing, like just play the game. Like You know, that's what I really enjoy to do. And that is just great defense by me. And he still gains 2 yards. And you guys can let me know right now in the comments if you're enjoying the series and why you're enjoying the series. The series of me full breakdown. They're longer videos. So I know the attention span's not really there. And I appreciate if you're listening to this comment now. So he goes for this play. We get a perfect match. And I know this is something they look for. If they see this tight end block, they just instantly roll out. Like, right? So they see it. They roll out. He's looking for the deep play. And, like, I just couldn't. If I could just keep him in the pocket, like everything would have been bagged and he could have had intentional grounding. He could have got sacked. Instead, he gets, you know, because he's got Cunningham, probably one of the best quarterbacks in this game, you know, he gets yards. And, you know, shout out to him for that. So here we go. 2nd and 8. I contain the left side, I see. And, you know, just absolutely dots me, you know, that's like basically my route combo that I love doing. It's a really good route combo, just an in-route crosser and like another drag. And that's kind of what he did right there. Now here he comes with the motion over. I think run's coming here. And he calls a pass play. And he, at this point, like, and I wish my 2 purples on that side would actually have played that route, but we did not. And at this point, he's really just locked in, dialed in. I want to see if this post was guarded, though. The post was bagged. This was bagged. Like, everything should have been bagged, but unfortunately, the stupid running back was open. So I will have to give this guy a shout out right now because, I mean, he's calling literally a perfect game. In my opinion, a perfect game. Like, you know, he's taking the clock with him, but he won't be able to clock me out, though. I'll have the ball. At least right now, the biggest win right now is, as I'm watching this, I'll have the ball. He just absolutely lasers me. My bliss doesn't come in. I mean, I remember I smiled because I'm like, okay. I remember, like, and let me just watch this streak right here. This is like one of my plays I love to do. And look at the smile. Scale to 1 to 10, what do you guys give that smile? At this point, anyways, I'm just smiling and I'm just thinking, like, and I do this in really good games. I'm like, oh my God, like this is just gonna be one of those games. Like, this guy's locked in, he's dialed in, he's got his scouting report and he's putting it together. You know, a lot of people when they play me, sometimes they don't play their best game, and I'm just sitting there, I'm smiling. I'm just like, hey, I'm like, this little young punk is playing pretty good. And I don't know why, like, even in the heat of battle, like, you know, it's how I've always been. You know, when I see someone just dot like that, I'm like, I'll just say, I'm like, shit. You know, like, this guy gonna give me all I can handle, and if I don't lock in, this is what I'm thinking. If I don't lock in, I'm gonna get blown out. And that's what was going through my mind at this point. And, you know, the head goes down a little bit, and I'm just like thinking it. I'm just like, yo, you better put a drive together. So here we go. I'm only down 3. He gets the ball at half, so we got to take this clock with us. We call base, first play of the game, and he's on hit. Like I said, I tried to sneak in a base. He was ready for it. Gap shoot. Bam. 2nd and 12. You know, we got to get it together. We got to get it together. Let's see what the play call is. Please, Big Skim, show us the play. Okay. Similar play that he just ran, a little vertical action. Let's see what I throw here. I'm waiting for the in route. Got him. Nice. And we get yards. We go down, and we're going to probably take this to the 2-minute warning, so I'm just going to skip it. I should take it to the 2-minute warning, and I did. Okay, cool. So we take it to the 2-minute warning. I hope no one gets mad at me that I skipped 30 seconds for no reason. Probably wants to know what I had for lunch. And what did I have for lunch today? I had Wendy's for lunch today. So we hit a check down, and we get yards, and let's just get this clock. Let's get the clock rolling right now. You know, like, this guy is moving the ball so well on offense. The last thing we need is to just give this guy, like, any time at all. And I would really love to call a run play here. Now, I'm going for a bomb here for some reason because I think I can catch him slipping. And it definitely looks open. I throw it, and I caught him slipping. And you can see, let's see my reaction because I'm probably a little, like, yeah, I'm not happy. Yeah, I'm not really happy. Like, this is funny. This is funny to watch. I'm not happy. I'm not. I'm like, okay, this guy hasn't thrown an incompletion yet. You're up 14-10. Chat's probably saying, let's go. I'm thinking, I'm about to be down 3 going into halftime, and he gets ball. But, you know, in my opinion, if you have a touchdown, you need to take it just about 95% of the time. This Madden, a lot of people go down at the 1. Maybe I could have called another play, but I knew he thought I was going to take an underneath route there, right? Because I'm trying to chew, so I'm thinking in my head, like, he knows the underneath route's coming. I kind of just want to score and maybe play defense. But I really just didn't think he was going to give me it, honestly. Like, I called it, but I didn't think it would be there, and it was. So here we go. You know, we're back on defense, and my corner on the right took a walk in, and we absolutely get home. We absolutely scream at him, and he finally threw an incompletion. a throw out of sack incompletion's his first incompletion in the game, and you know we love it. I'm getting a super aggressive right here, and holy pass lead. You know, I don't know what I'm lurking on this play. Like, I know that's my area, but I thought he was on a corner route, right? He got bumped, and he's running up and right. So why would I ever think he was going to go up right in a crosser? And I don't see the bump. I don't see that. If I saw the bump, maybe I would think about that, but I don't see the bump there. And then all of a sudden he takes this crazy, it wasn't even a crosser, it was a post, okay. And he just, you know, if he's on a crosser, I might see that and play that, but I'm taking, because I know that's open, I'm taking off for that area. You know, I could get an acrobat pick here. I get there, like everything's guarded. He puts some air underneath it, and he dots me. You know, it's like, okay, like, you know, that's on me, but now that I'm rewatching this, and I can see why I kind of gave that up, you know. Right here though, there's no explanation for that. There is absolutely no explanation for that. I just caught that right there. It was just me just getting too aggressive again. I don't want to play defense like this. I never play defense like this, but I felt like he was just too grooved in on offense. I wanted to do some adjustments that I don't normally do in years past and even this year, but it was just like, okay, like you got to make this guy kind of uncomfortable here. So anyways, so I mean, we're kind of in the same spot we were just a while ago. Like, I have ball, 47 seconds, and you know, we got to make it work. We got to get at least I'm thinking in my head here, I'm not even thinking about 7. I want 7, but I'm really thinking 3. So let's see what I call. Yep, little high-low read. He's probably lurking the crosser. I get scared by the little 3 rec he has right there. I had a window, but I didn't really throw it. I was nervous. I just didn't want to throw a pick there, you know? Like, if I try to fit that in and say his guy makes like a crazy play, it's not really a good look. And I run the ball here, and he calls timeout, and that lets me know right there that this guy is honestly just way too comfortable. Like, he wants the ball back. He knows he'll get a stop here. Like, no respect, honestly, for me. And I kind of like that, though. You know, and I fit that in just a ridiculously tight window. Like, that window is so tight. Like, if he jumps that, like, which he easily could have, like, I throw it right here, though. We have kind of a bad windup. If we had Gunslinger, this doesn't look close, but we don't. But if I don't fit this in here and this gets picked, this is getting scary. So we fit this in here. Pass lead. I have deep out lead. And just like that, though, now I'm at the 49. Like, let's go. Like, we're going to get 3 out of this now. But how can we get 7? What's my play call? Do I go back to the bomb play? Do I keep taking checkdowns? Do I... You know, I what do I do here? What's my play call? And it looks like we're just going double crossers here. He sends the heat. Good play call by him. I need to spin up field, and I do. And oh, nice juke too. Okay, perfect. So we're in field goal range. The only thing that can beat me is a sack. Okay, we're at least gonna get 3 out of this drive unless we take a sack, intentional grounding, and I know that, and I absolutely know that, and I have to go for the bomb play here, right? He gave it up earlier. Like, maybe he'll have another brain fart. And no, I don't. I go for double crossers again. He sends heat again. I hit Y again, which this is really good, though. I'm at the 22 seconds, 31. I'm at the 31-yard line, 22 seconds, and I have 1 timeout, and we're creeping. We are creeping. You know, and then I call verticals with that play again, and you know, that's a good throwaway. Like, you can say maybe I had the wheel route here on the left side, which I would never make that read. Like, I can't make that read. You know, look how he bites. Like, he was never open until like the end. I can't make that read. I did see that, though. Like I said, pro tip to you guys, even when you're throwing away the ball and you know you're throwing away the ball, keep scanning the field. Always scan the field, even on throwaways. It's one of my biggest pro tips I give you guys. Just because your first read's done, you're going to throw the ball away, scan the whole field. It's hard to scan the whole field during the play while making a read, but while you're throwing the ball away and you know you're done, just look at the whole field. So right here, I'm trying to call the bomb play from like a short distance. I have it. He lurks it. Good job by him. And I feel like that was the right call there. That was the right defense by him. Again, well scouted out. I stream every day. Like, everyone knows that's coming. Just got to hope maybe they get lazy sometimes. And, you know, he was all over it. So we're going to kick 3 here. And we should go into halftime timed, you know, tied up. And so far, just, I mean, this game is super exciting for me watching it back. I never really get excited watching games back, but man, this is a really good game. This is probably the best first half that I've seen out of my YouTube videos that I've done. This is, I mean, this guy's playing good. Like, if I had to, and you guys can do it in the chat, like, he's going for a Hail Mary, okay. And this guy's a super nerd, so I'm thinking this guy has a bomb at a Hail Mary, or he just wants to chuck it up, get a tip catch, and you know, I'm just running backwards, and you know, no one's open though, and he hits a check down, and he's gonna try to make some people miss, which is fine. So we're going to halftime tied up, and like I said, scale to 1 to 10, what would I rate this guy's performance? Like, offense a 10 and probably defense a 9.5, almost a 10, because in Madden it's hard to get a stop, and he's already gotten a stop. He's already gotten a stop this game, and I guess I'll give him a 9.5 on offense too, because he didn't cash in on getting 7 his first drive. So right now, this guy he's playing really good. You know, that's something I've always been like in all my career. Like, I've never just put on a front, just said someone's bad. Like, if someone plays good against me, like, I will give you so much credit for playing good. Like, you know, I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm a fan of the sport. I'm a fan of Madden, and as much as, like, you know, in the past, even when I lost games, like, I just always complimented people. So right there, that's kind of like a like, what kind of read is that? I've heard he throws passes like this before, so it's like, okay, so that's open then, you know, that's probably lab, that's probably open. But, you know, looking at it for the first time, he threw that on a soft squat, it's like, or a cloud flat. Like, how are we not playing that pass? So right now, I'm kind of scared of 2 things: the fade on the left side, which he had on, and then the run. And I get dotted. He throws it to Craig, and he is just locked in. I wish they would show me his stats at the top, and they're not showing me his stats right now. And we get an instant A gap, and he gets an absolute read. And I'm smiling because normally when people get pressure like that, look, my whole team actually came in here. I had a bad lurk though. Like, I got too far deep. If I don't get that, like, if I stand in a little spot and just hit Y, I actually picked that ball off, but I was just too far. And he makes that read snap. Like, he snaps make this read. Like, I'm just like, man, like stop playing so good at this point. And let's just click pause right here. He is playing so good. And let's have some Peyton music. Not Peyton Manning music, but just can I just hear Peyton say Omaha real quick? Omaha.
Them touchdown passes being Thomas, most of it being Thomas after, but instead the ball is.
He has Omaha activated, which means he can see my defensive play art, and I see it. And I just like, are you freaking kidding me? Even there in the heat of the battle, I'm battling to make a live event, battling to win another belt. It's just like, you know, this is just fun to me. I'm just like. I was like, are you serious? I was happy he ran the ball. I'm like, thank you. You know, this guy can see my whole entire defense right now. Like, there's no hiding. And, you know, he knows, like, I have a guy manned up. Now, I'm going to hit pause right here. I know he can see my defense. I man this guy up. I have a half. I know. And he has hit me a couple times on the post. Like, I know he can see that. I know he can. And I'm thinking, I hope he calls a crosser play right here. And he does a hot route. He points at him. He does. Okay, it wasn't on this play. I'm actually completely lying. And I'm just saying, thank goodness. I'm going to rewatch this play, though. Because that's, okay, that'll come down the road. Because I do remember this. And he throws the corner route play. And that's 2 times in a row that slot guy has actually gone up and right. So I get a sack, and I'm thinking in my head, like, I'm thinking he shouldn't have Omaha, but he still has Omaha like crap. And this, I think this is the play. This is the play. So this is it. Yep. So I'm like, okay, look, I never come off of it. I get a terrible animation. I don't jump. Derwin James. This is literally like, watch my break. Like I do that. I try to get the blitz to come in and I'm gone. I know this is what he wants. And I'm gonna hit pause right here. He might have the tight end open, but I feel pretty good on defense. The drag, like this is my lurk and I know that. And I never come off the route and he lobs it. He pass leads it. That was a third too. That was not a half. That was a third, I believe. Maybe it was a half. I don't know. He almost made a crazy play. And I'm sick and I'm cussing up a storm. And I felt like that was my stop. Like I promise when he threw that, he was not 100% sure he burned him, but he had probably a good feeling. And I'm sure he's thinking like after he was like, oh, like I know I would be as offense, like, oh my God. Like, because I've had sometimes when I've lobbed that pass where they don't pass lead it that far. Sometimes they, for some reason, pass lead it short with Gunslinger. They wouldn't like you hit lob. And that was, I'll be honest, that right there was my stop. But, we're good. We're good. Let's just go get 7. Let's do what we do, baby. I mean, there's a lot of game left. And let me just tell you right now, if you made it this far, it's about to really heat up. Really heat up. So here I run base right here, and he dives right through my line. Like I had a guy ready to block him, and he hits X, and he gets to me. He gets it. So here we go. I quick snap one of my favorite plays, and I hit Y. No, I hit Y late. A little late on the read, but that's fine. I actually want to re-watch this play back. I kind of want to watch A on my route. Yeah, I mean, okay, so same adjustments. Yeah, he's totally cool with Dez. Anyways, kids think they're slick these days. But all right, so I'm like, okay, I can't get stopped. Obviously, this is Madden football. This is an NFL. Like, there's no punts. Like, he's backing off his corner on the left side, so I can't bomb him. I flip the play. This is one of my favorite plays to run in the game. And I have the slot streak. I do hit it. And, man, they almost gave me a terrible animation, just wide open. And, first down, move the chains. So, this is a really good game. So right here, I'm thinking, obviously, I need to just go get 7. Let's just keep calling the plays that we call. We know we can't get away with the bomb anymore. He's backing up his corner on the right, the bunch side every time. And here's my nice little high-low read. Let's see what he's running. And we're going to almost throw a pick. I need to wait one more second. The 3-rec was finally unmatching. And, yeah, if maybe that's someone taller. I don't know. I did actually know I was a little in front of him there. So I threw it. I knew I had a step, but man, he just never came off of it. I hit Y, and it could have easily been bad. So I called the same play, and he changed his defense and got hit stick, but we hang on to the ball, and first down. Like let's keep going. Like let's go. Like I'm so locked in right now. Santa hanging from the Christmas, and I quick snap a bomb, and I have it. Great read by me to even see that like off rip. Normally from this close, I never even look here, and I see it, and we hit it. So I'm telling you, besides my first drive, like I'm laser focused. Deep breath, because I know offense is done, and now let's go get a freaking stop. Let's go. Let's go get a stop right now. So he's at the 20-yard line. I feel good here. He's not at the 25. He's lost 5 yards, but I don't feel good because he still has Omaha. Now, I'll be curious if he passes the ball or runs here. And he runs. I don't blow it up, but Kyle Pitts is the best player on the team for me on that play. He tackles his own guy. Thank you so much, Kyle Pitts. You're the best. I'm thinking, like, I can't get a stop. Like, I need that. Like that's something like, okay, thank you. Like, thank you so much. I get a screamer. I get disengaged. I wish he would have thrown something. Like, what was he throwing here? Like, I'm actually going to lurk the drag. Like, I'm playing, and then I kind of stayed on it to lurk him. Like, maybe he just took a sack. Like, one more time, I'm going to play it live. I played really good defense here, though. Felt good. So that's always solid, when you play good defense like that. And let's go. Let's keep doing our thing. Let's keep balling. 3rd and 18, like this is my stop. This is my stop. 3rd and 18, I send the heat. He's late and he drops it. And I'm like thinking in my head, like, oh my God, like, can you believe that just happened? Like this guy's playing flawless. My blitz doesn't come in. I lurk, perfect throw. He clicks on and he hits A, and they gave him a short arm animation. And that's why I like tall receiver. But I'm hyped because I know I can't stop this guy. He is in the zone. This guy's playing so good. He's playing flawless. This guy hasn't made a mistake yet. But this is it. I'm sending the crib. I got the whole middle of the field. I got a deep blue just in case he wants to call a post or something crazy. I send the heat, and he throws it right at me, and he doesn't just throw it at me. Let me just tell you guys, he throws a low point. All I have to do is hit Y. I don't hit Y. I think no way he throws this ball. I'm going to hit pause. I actually am peeking that he's not getting screamed at. So I'm thinking he's not throwing here. Like, I actually look at two things. I look at my lurk. I look at the pocket. I look at two things. It helps me determine where I like my lurk to go. And I'm thinking, oh man, we're not screaming. He knows we're not screaming. We're here. So I'm thinking in route on this side. Like, I'm about to lurk this, and then I'm about to just take off left. And he throws it right at my head. I don't hit Y. For the first time ever, I just don't hit Y, you know? Like, normally, there's two things. I don't hit Y because it's guard, so I'm ready to hit B and Y. That's something I've always done. I'm ready. If I don't think they're going to throw it at me and I see the quarterback in an arm motion, I hit B immediately and I hit Y to get a burst. And he catches it, and he actually gets the first down. And which is funny because I've played this game so much, this was not a first down. So he catches it for a first down, right? But then they give him an animation to get tackled. But then he has another animation, like he broke it, and he goes forward here. And then he goes down, and they gave him the first down. And if I just hit Y, it's probably a pick six. It's probably a pick six. So I could get a pick six. I don't even have to work. And I know it. Like, I'm real with myself. Like, I'm getting extremely lucky. And, you know, it's so funny, these little punk kids that I play against. Oh my God, Skimbo's so lucky. Like, dude, I'm telling you, they're just so stupid. Like, these kids, bro, I'll tell you, right, they weren't raised right. But anyways, oh my God, Skimbo's so lucky. But anyways, that's probably what's going on right now. And I was getting lucky. I'll be the first one to tell you, like, yeah, you know, I did. Like, let's go. Give me all the luck. Like I said, I've been completely unlucky in all my games. Like, give me some luck. We scream at him, like, who? Like, I'm gonna rewatch this too. I want to see who he's throwing to here. I lurk the drag, and then I'm gonna pop back up, I hope, on this lurk. And yeah, I was stopping on a dime and hitting Y. He would have had to hit this. If he hits this guy or this guy, it's probably a pick. He actually was throwing it to the guy from right to left because he went up the field. So anyways, it's 3rd and 2. We got to get a stop. He puts a guy in motion. I think Fade's coming on the right side. He runs the ball, great run. And Kyle Pitts makes another great play. I couldn't shoot the run like I normally can, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, and I need to hurry up, get my fingers going. We get our defense off that we actually wanted. And just, you know, he got unlucky, but I mean, also this is actually on him. Like, it's a terrible route combination. Like, you have a running back in route and you have a hitch. Like, you know, he threw it to the hitch, which was butt naked, but like, you have this guy running like right there in the same area. Like, I've been playing Madden for years. Like, that just happens. Like, you know, if he hits the running back, it's obviously open. Like, I'm working the drag. Like, that's guarded. I got the drag. I actually manned up the hitch, so I actually would have loved to see what would have happened when he threw it. Okay, so he actually would have caught it. So I'm really breaking this down for you guys. So if I get an acro here, which I have, like, I've labbed this for hitches. Like, I could get an acro and get a pick here. He low points. He might have possession caught it too. But we get the stupid there it is, out of reach. We get a out of reach. If we get an actual acro, we get the pick probably, or he drops it because like 2 people caught the ball. But his running back hits him right in the face, and, you know, let's go. You know, in my opinion, like, that could have been a stop either way, but I did get lucky. And, you know, I'm thinking in my head, like, man, Mike, like, you know, you got lucky, dude. Like, that, hardly ever happens to you anymore in big games. Like, I'm playing great on offense. I had one bad drive, my first drive of the game, and after that, like, I'm playing literally flawless on offense. He's playing flawless on offense. He's gotten unlucky. Like, he still really hasn't played bad. I run the ball here. We get a block. I make a guy miss, and we're taking this clock, man. Like in my head right now, it's like I want to get 7, but I also know, like, at least I'm getting 3. Like, it puts all the pressure on him. Like, regardless of what happens here, like, the pressure is going to be on him. Now, I am feeling a lot of pressure because I want 7 bad, and I am willing to force. I'm 100% willing to force. I call one of my favorite plays. He gives me the tight end. I catch it. Deep out elite. Doesn't matter how hard we get hit, and we get it. Let's go. We're at the 8-yard line, but I do know, like, we can't. So I chew clock. I know I can't clock him, but I want him to be in dollar here. Like, I like what I see here, and I think I want to try to run. I do. I want to see if he run commits, glitch me, or just shoots it from the back. I motion out. He's on the wrong guy. We actually block, but I don't know who. He must have been manned up. That was the top right safety that came over to stop that. And that was good by him. Now, here we go. Like, I'm good here, but here's the deal. Everyone scouted. Everyone knows I'm running this play. I already have new plays cooked up. I have to. He knows what play's coming. Everyone knows what play's coming. It's one of my favorite plays. But so I know that, and I try to run the ball because I'm already telling myself he knows what I want to run. Maybe we can sneak in a base, take in more time. But now it's time to run one of my favorite plays, mesh spot. Like, it's time. Like, let's go. Like, we have to lock in. Like, laser focus. There's windows to be made. If we throw it in the wrong window, we're gonna get picked. We have to be super focused. The clock's running. I see it. Now let's quick snap it and let's call this play. And let's snap the ball. Right there's open, and I get it. And look at that acro animation. Like, honestly, and here's, oh my God, Skimbo's the luckiest player I've ever seen. Like, that's literally what they're saying. Oh my God, just a bunch of 18-year-olds. But I've thrown this so many times. He gets a wild animation. I see that all the time. Like, I'm always going to catch it. Like, I've seen that maybe picked once on that kind of crazy stuff. But, like, let's just break it down real quick, this play. So I'm going to look at the running back side real quick. Like, running back completely backed, right? He found his zone to play that. Like, not a lot of people have that. And this guy totally found his zone to play that. And I'm like, okay, like, you know, kudos to you, man. Like, you know, you really labbed up to how to make that zone play. And not only that, but you also had a 3-rec to guard it too. Like, he manned up a D lineman basically, and he had his zone. So my eyes have to work here, and he has a guy that's guarding it initially, you know, right here. And this is good for me to just see this breakdown. So now we looked at the left side. Now let's look at the right side here. Let's look at the slot corner. I'm looking at all this. So I snap the ball and bam, like, I know he's like gonna hook or a vert hook, probably shade underneath, probably at 0 or 5. And I'm like, okay, that my tight end's not going to be open. I need to look for RB. And so I'm looking for RB now, and his user's over here. So I'm about to throw it here. And I'm telling you, you have to be locked in on this play. Like, you cannot miss a window. And then I see that vert hook go. I stop on a dime. Look what I actually throw this ball. I throw this ball right here. He's only right here. This guy's on over here. I would never take this back. Oh my God, Skimbo's so lucky though, right? I throw it right here. At low point, pass lead down. Didn't really need to pass lead down. And oh my God. Oh, like, oh my goodness. I'm going to try to catch this, like, at the perfect time. But you talk about just unbelievable. Like, just a absolutely unbelievable play by that corner over there. Like, I don't even know who that is. But he almost picked that ball off, with this, which is just absolutely insane. I throw it here. You know, we get it, man. And I'm going to be super pumped up here. Like, finally, like, there's that emotion that you guys are probably used to seeing in big tournaments. You know, big boss Mike Skim back. Like, let's go, man. Clutched up, dotted up. You know, got a fluke stop, dotted up. Got, you know, fortunate on that. Like, right there. Like, here we go, slow motion. Like, you know, that could have easily gone against me. It could have been a pick. And you know what's crazy? I would have lived with those results, man. You know, I have to risk it there. I couldn't stop his offense. Like, that's totally fine with me if that ball gets picked. So here's his money drive. You're playing against, you know, someone like myself who's had a lot of success in the MCS. He goes to a different formation for the first time all game. My guys are glitching in because I manned someone up. Now he wants to line up in the slot. I try to send the heat, and you know, he hits a hitch, and we're going to the 2-minute warning. And you can leave a comment right now how good you think this game has been so far. Like, if you're rewatching it or watching it for the first time, like how good is this game though? Like, this is definitely the game. Like, this is the best, like, the game so far in the tournament for me personally. Like, this is the game, and I got him on inches. Like, he tried to run the ball. Like, come on, man. Like, let's get 2 stops. You know, 2 stops. He runs the ball again, and he gets it as he should. Which is kind of funny that he only got like 1 or 2 yards there, and he knows he needs the speed. And I'm cool with this. Like, I'm not calling a timeout. I'm not stopping the clock. Like, he's milking himself out of this game right now. We just can't give up a deep bomb. And I'm sending the heat. I get a disengagement. I get pressure. And if Everson just wants to animate, do an acro pick, something. Just do something that you're not supposed to do. That would be great. Like, just end the game right here for me. So here we go, 2nd and 10 again. Like, I'm just making sure I'm not going to get bombed here. And he throws the tight end check, which is fine. I try to tackle, and we don't get a tackle. But again, the clock's moving, and he's not calling timeout. I'm 100% calling timeout there. But under 2 minutes, you get a quick snap the ball, and that's what he's trying to go for. And he gets absolutely screamed at, and he dots me. You know, I could have easily baited that. I could have lurked that if my user was a little bit better, but I didn't, and he dotted me. And so here we go at 37. He calls the same play, and he fit. Like, I'm sorry. I've heard, and he's thrown this before, and he'll say it's a good read. It probably is a good read. Like, he knows about this, but like, that was manned up, boys. I actually had that manned up, and my guy came 2 steps in and then tries to reman, and he's just not there. Watch the right side of the field. I actually had this manned up. He comes in, then he shoots back out. Again, maybe I can hit Y, maybe I can pick it, maybe I can't pick it, but that's pretty frustrating. Like, again, that's probably labbed, and I don't really blame him for the throw, because off the initial, like, that looks open to me, but then when you find out it's man, and he could have played, like, I don't know. But so here we go. He's looking for the corner out back left. Like, that right there tells you he's nervous. I promise you, if we're playing like a $20 money game, he's gonna throw this corner out to the left side like almost every time. Like, throw it right here. Maybe, I mean, that's Ronnie Lott. He's probably not making the play. Actually, he probably is making the play. Look at Ron. Like, oh my God, he actually is probably making that play. And wow, okay, he played really good there. Don't blame him for eating that ball. My deep half just played out of its mind, so we'll take that. So he's got 28 seconds. He's down 7. And right now, I just don't want to give up a touchdown. Like, you know, I can't give up a touchdown. And I'm in cover 4 drop for the first time, like, all game. And he runs the ball. He runs the ball. I don't know if he... And then he no huddles. Like, he's chewing himself out of the game. And I call timeout right before he snaps it. That's a pro tip. I don't call timeout right away. I call it right before he could have snapped it. And so, like, I wanted to wait a little bit and then get my real defense out there. So he ran the ball, and it's 3rd and 5 from the 15-yard line. He has 2 timeouts, so, like, we're cool with giving up underneath. Like, right there, like, that's on a cloud. That's on a soft squat or a cloud. He snap throws. I always like to see what they're seeing, though. Like, I know what I had, and I don't think that's open. He snap throws it. My guy just runs a little too far, but would love for that to make a play on that. But with the new logic of the game with soft squats, they just don't really play that. I would have to cloud, hard flat, something like that to give me a better chance. Soft squat's not going to play it. So it's 1st and goal from the 10. I'm getting super aggressive on defense. I never even really call defense like this, but I am this game, and he takes a sack. He's probably throwing a pick there. He takes a sack, and here we go, man. This is the biggest play of the game. Like, this is the last play of the game. And I'm turning my flats on 30. I'm going cover 2. I want to send the crib. I want to get home. So right here, I normally put this guy in like a vert hook or purple, but like, I think verticals is coming here. So I man up for the first time. I man up Cam Chancellor on the tight end. So what's that tell you? I probably have, you know, basically what I had anyways, the middle of the field. Like maybe if RB's on a wheel, I'll go with it. But if not, like I'm not. So right here, it's like I want the blitz to come in. Like, look, I'm sending the blitz. I haven't manned up. Bam. Like off rip. Manned up. 30-yard cloud. Deep half, deep half. You have middle of the field. Dots me. Just pass lead inside. I don't even think this was a low point. Just Y catches it, and I mean, like what, like, you know, I'm thinking in my head, like, that's good defense. Maybe I should have had a zone there. Maybe I lurk it. Maybe my defense gets home for the first time. I mean, he basically sent everyone on a route except his running back, and normally the blitz comes home and it doesn't. And you know, my lurk is fine. Like I have to lurk these two routes. Like why you don't even think about this. You know, I'm thinking about this guy could be on a post, that guy's on a crosser. Like I cannot get dotted up. And he dots me up, and you know, we're gonna go to overtime, you know. I'm just thinking in my head, like, man, 2 seconds, like that was it. But hold just a second. He's actually going for 2. I'm thinking we're going to overtime, and I'm like, just hold up. Like, what? I have 2 timeouts here. I hopefully I call a timeout here. I do, because I can't believe it. So I'm gonna call a timeout, and I need to set up my defense, and I want him to think about what he's doing too. I don't really want him to go for 2 here. And he goes to deuce close. Remember early in the game though, he ran deuce close. I ran baseline press, cover 2, and he almost bounced outside for a touchdown on a baseline press, which normally supports run defense. So here I am. I'm not baseline. I'm run commit glitching. You know, he puts the guy in motion. I'm thinking, you know, I just stopped him. No way he runs it. He runs it. I try to bounce outside. He cuts up, and that's basically game. And I want to pause. And first off, why are we like, this is a pet peeve of mine. Why are we subbing after what's going on here, Hawks Gaming? You're on the wrong end of 11-month tier 1. What are we doing, bro? Let's wait till the end of the game to do this resub when maybe we can all celebrate. Let's not do it after I give up a touchdown and maybe about to lose the game. You must be better, Hawks Gaming. You must be better. So anyways, I filled this up. I fill that up. I shoot this gap. We had leverage on the outside. I didn't need to go outside. I don't know. Maybe he breaks a tackle. I don't have secure tackler. Maybe not. If I fill that up, I win the game. I win the game. Like you can see the disappointment. Like I am, you know, at the end of the day, this guy did outplay me. I'm the first one to say this, but man, you know, I finally got lucky in a big game in a long time, and you know, I'm pitching, and oh my God, could you guys imagine? Hold on, like we're gonna rewatch that, but like, believe it or not, I've labbed this. Could you imagine if this guy's standing right here and he actually catches it? We have a blocker. We have another blocker. Like. We probably win the game if Martin is just behind the line of scrimmage and gets it. It just goes. Like, we have blocking. Like, who is this guy he has on his special team? Like, and he gets it. He wins the game. GG's in the chat. And man, what a heartbreaker. GG's. As you can see, another heartbreaking loss for Big Skim in the MCS. And regardless of the outcome, that was a great game. It really was. That was fun. Really fun. Wish I would have won, but man, that's what competitive Madden is all about. Games like that, running into people that are just on fire and trying to knock them out. And again, I kind of got lucky. The one stop I had that game, I kind of got lucky. Obviously, I took advantage, went and scored. And then at the end, like, you know, I gave it up. I lost the game. But, I mean, shout out to him. Really good player. And bone to pick. Leave in the comments in the chat. If you just got done playing me and you just knocked me out in a heartbreaking loss like that, are you asking for game film? No. If so, when are you doing it? And probably after the tournament. Like, why do you need that game film? My boy Astro asked me after the game that night, literally that night, no hesitation. Hey, bro, you got the game we played? I'm like, just like, F you, bro. He's like, he's like, I really want to watch it sometime. I never played so good. And I was like, I get it, bro. I'm like, yeah, you never played that good either. But again, I find out down the road that I'm gonna play his boy. I mean, I don't know who these kids are fooling. You know, I've been around the block for years. I've seen all the trickery. Ask me after the tournament. Don't try to show the game to your boy. So, anyways, Astro, you're gonna tell me, you're gonna come at me in my Twitch chat and say that ain't the reason. But you know what? That's the reason to me, and I don't care what you say. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube video. Please leave a comment. Please hit the subscribe button. It's absolutely free. And again, you know, leave a comment. Tell me if you're enjoying the series. Tell me if you're enjoying the breakdown. I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys are having a great hope you guys are having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. Until next time, take it easy.